Alright, so the Champions League. It's the biggest stage in football, where legends are made and careers are defined. But every now and then, you get these teenagers who just show up and boom, they're suddenly in the spotlight before they've even grown into the game. Some go on to become superstars, others kind of fade out. But either way, the moment sticks. So today, we're counting down the top 5 youngest goal scorers in the Champions League. At number 5, we have Peter Ofori-Quaye, who scored at the ripe age of 17 years and 194 days. Way back in 1997, he came off the bench against Rosenborg and scored, and boom, suddenly he was the youngest goal scorer in Champions League history. He was just 17, barely out of school, and honestly, that record stood for over a decade. Now, his career never really hit the heights people thought it would. He spent most of his time in Greece, never quite breaking into the big leagues. But that one goal? Yeah, it's still etched in history. At number 4, we have Antonio Nusa, who etched himself on the scoresheet aged 17 years, 149 days. This one's more recent. In 2021, playing for Club Bruges, he scored against FC Porto in the group stage, at just 17. And it wasn't just a scrappy tap-in either. He showed real composure, real quality, like he belonged on that stage. Since then, he's been tagged as one of Norway's brightest young talents, with clubs all across Europe keeping tabs on him. Still super early in his career, but that Champions League goal? It was the kind of moment that makes people sit up and say, okay, remember that name. At number 3, it's George Ilinikena, who managed to score at the age of 17 years and 119 days, one of the freshest names on this list. In late 2023, playing for Royal Antwerp against Shakhtar Donetsk, he found the net at just 17. And honestly, the kid showed a calmness in front of goal that players twice his age struggle with. Born in Nigeria, raised in France, he's already being talked about as one of the most exciting young forwards coming through. It's still super early days, but scoring in the Champions League before your 18th birthday, that's the kind of thing that can define your trajectory. At number 2, it's Lamine Yamal. At just 17 years and 68 days old, Lamine Yamal became the second youngest player to score in the UEFA Champions League. He achieved this milestone on September 19, 2024, during Barcelona's 2-1 defeat to Monaco. Yamal's goal was a testament to his composure and skill, showcasing his potential on Europe's biggest stage and hinting that he could become one of the defining talents of his generation if he continues on this trajectory. Fans and pundits alike were left stunned, and the goal instantly put him on the radar of every top club across Europe. And finally, at number 1, it's Ansu Fati. Back in 2019, he scored for Barcelona against Inter Milan in the Champions League at just 17 years and 40 days. Crazy, right? The kid was still basically a teenager, and he's already lighting up Europe's biggest stage. That goal wasn't just a record, it was the announcement of a new generation. Fati's pace, vision, and composure at that age, honestly, it's the kind of thing that makes you stop and just go, wow, this kid is special. Since then, he's had injury setbacks, but every time he's back on the pitch, you can see that raw generational talent still shining through. And that's the list, the youngest scorers in Champions League history from 2005 to 2025. Some of them went on to become superstars, others maybe not so much, but each had that one unforgettable moment on the biggest stage. If you enjoyed this countdown, make sure to hit subscribe, drop a like and stick around. I'm Ranking Reporter, and I'll be back tomorrow with another Top 5.